on 8 out of 10 Cats, Best of the Baldwins, Stephen Baldwin. Northern Rock, Alun Cochrane. And their team captain, Sean Locke. And facing them tonight, Love Changes Everything, Michael Ball. No Kidding, Jodie Kidd. And their team captain, Jason Manford. Now, welcome your host, Jimmy Carr.
Hello and welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats, a show about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, 27% of UK adults have taken illegal drugs? I took some illegal drugs once. It was just paracetamol, but I nicked them from Boots. 1% of British women have paid for sex. I charge £1 a minute. And let me tell you, ladies, after a night with me, you'd be lucky to get any change at all out of that £2 coin. 55% of parents say that childhood is now over by 11, which is when the pubs close and Uncle Terry gets home. Oh, Uncle Terry. And on average, men spend 20 minutes in the bathroom every day, and women spend 27 minutes in the bathroom every day, but not directly after a man spent 20 minutes in there. Right, let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. We've teamed up with a leading polling organisation and they've asked the British nation what stories they've been discussing this week. It's our panellists' job to guess the British public's top 5 most popular talking points. Sean, your team to go first. What do you think the nation have been talking about this week?
The recession is over. We've got a growth this week was revealed of 0.1%, which means the economy's growing it's growing about as fast as my toenails. That's how
I'd like to see that graph in The Independent.
0.1%. If I hadn't have bought that big bottle of Coke...
And that's what brought us out of recession?
I think it's that, and the fact that Susan Boyle had her back waxed. 6 men working round the clock. Stevedores going...
Has anyone celebrated the end of the recession?
I bought a Kit Kat that day. I heard 0.1, I went, I'm having a Kit Kat. I didn't even want one. 4 fingers as well, not 2, like I would have in a recession. So I'm going to live large now that we're back.
Stephen, you're kind of a US film star. You live in Hollywood, don't you, most of the time? Has the recession affected you at all?
He was in Big Brother, of course it has.
Thank you. Michael, has the recession affected you? Because you're obviously, you're producing theatre these days. Are people not going out?
It affects everywhere, doesn't it? And what is sad is we were first in the recession and we're last out. It's wrong.
That is wrong. It's like an orgy, isn't it? You don't want to be last out at an orgy.
Let's have a look and see whether the recession is one of the most talked about things this week. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, yes, this is the news that the recession in Britain is officially over. To celebrate the end of the recession, I'm going to have a party. I'll get a mix CD, I'll get some bunting, some fun hats, maybe some pick and mix for the kids. Where can I get all of that from? Woolies. OK, Jason, Jodie and Michael, what else have the nation been talking about this week?
Big Brother.
I think Big Brother.
That's all I'm talking about.
Well, I mean, I didn't watch it, but you...
Well, you've missed out. It's just been phenomenal this year. I really, really have.
Why?
I love the ritual humiliation of people that I have
I think
kind
it's human torture.
It's good when they come in at first to see who you know and who you don't know.
Yeah.
Luckily, we all knew Stephen.
Did you know anybody in there?
Vinny, you know. Vinny doesn't give you a choice about that.
Alex Reid, of course. Everyone knows Alex. He doubles up as Mr. Potato Head.
I did...
Look, he's got the same ears. Have a look next time you see him. Same ears.
I did something quite stupid. I read a bunch of the newspapers going in, and it caused me to have these meetings with the producers, and they were like, oh, it's rubbish. Just go in there and you'll have fun.
Even the producers say it's rubbish.
Who was your favourite?
You really liked Nikki, didn't you?
Yeah.
Is that Nicola T?
That little angel.
Can I ask that? Because you know you had a real go at her, And you were wrong.
They edit the program.
I watched the whole thing.
They edit the program.
No, that bit had a beginning, middle, and end.
So what happened in the bit that we didn't see then?
He was right and everyone else was wrong. We're guessing.
Something happened where we were in the kitchen and Nicholas said to me, oh, I should have thought about this little thing that transpired between us before you went in to nominate.
Okay.
And I said, don't worry, you're safe. And it was like just a very off-the-cuff kind of joke. But Big Brother stepped in, and that evening they took everybody's food away that night.
Such selective memory. I can't.
Vinnie Jones said he spent £400 on a pair of socks.
Yeah, that was a big story this week.
That's the only thing I know about it.
400 quid for a pair of socks. They've never got to
No,
that
I've
price.
never, I've
like 8
never.
quid once, I think. I thought, whoa, hold on a minute.
Have you never been to £400 land? It's 400 quid.
What was your best experience in there?
There was this one particular time when Stephanie Beacham read the most erotic part of the Bible, which is the Song of Songs.
Yes, the most erotic part of the Bible.
Right.
That's the bit I go to if I'm feeling lonely.
Yeah.
That's why they put it in the drawer of the hotel. In case you haven't got money for that channel, you can go, hang on, Song of Songs. It was only a joke, but go on.
It was only a joke. I have a feeling you're going to be saying that again sometime.
Are you saying I'm damned to hell, Stephen Baldwin? Let's just clarify this.
Yeah. I've just got a picture of you being damned and on fire.
I'll be honest with you, Alan, I think me and the devil would get on. Yeah. Come back to the story, because she was reading the most erotic bit of the Bible, because I thought you had a bit of a crush on her.
She has this voice. She got very into it. Oh, yeah. And it wasn't too long after that that I was evicted. So it all worked out just great.
When you say evicted, that means what I think it means.
What does that mean?
Basically, it's something to do with your knob, if Jimmy said it.
84 shows in, it looks like Sean's broken the code. Let's have a look and see whether Big Brother was one of the most talked about things this week. Yes, Celebrity Big Brother ends this evening. This week, housemates had to make a clay model head whilst blindfolded. There was Ivana with an ugly, misshapen lump that barely resembled a human face, and then she put on a blindfold and started modelling. The one thing I like about Vinnie Jones's acting is he's very consistent. He's always shit in shit films. Sean, Stephen, Alan, what else have the nation been talking about?
It's Osama bin Laden sent another tape, an audio tape. Basically, he's claimed responsibility for the pants bomber. He said, that was me. Pants bomber, that was me. Also, I got rid of Wogan. I think one of the reasons he's got so much anger towards the world is he was given such a terrible middle name. That's a terrible middle name to give a child. It really affect your self-esteem if you were called Bin.
Didn't he congratulate them or something? It wasn't just claiming responsibility, it was actually congratulating them.
Why is he still using tapes, man? That's what gets me. I think you know how to track him down. Just find the only person still buying them C90s.
Apparently, since that tape, the terror alert in London has gone from moderate to severe. That's where it's moved up to. Of course, really, you've got to worry when it goes from severe to bang. That's when it's bad.
Well, I can tell you it's not in the top 5, but Osama bin Laden has been #1 on the FBI's most wanted list for 7 years. #2 is Umbrella by Rihanna. OK, well, it's not in the top 5. Jason's team to guess. What else have people been talking about this week?
I think, well, of course, the Brad and Angelina.
Oh, big news.
Yeah, are they, aren't they?
Who cares? That
Who
sort
cares?
of thing, yeah.
I hope he does get back with Jennifer Aniston, because then he'll go from being Brad and Angelina, Brangelina, Brad and Jennifer Aniston, Braniston. His relationship will be in a pickle.
Stephen, you live in Hollywood, right? Do you know either of these two?
I've met Brad a long time ago. He's quite tall.
Right.
We were hoping when you came on you would give us that kind of insight.
I'm sticking up for these kids. This is merely rumor. There's no fact here. As opposed to fact, Nicola D is fact. But,
wow. Oh, well, that's really Christian.
Sure does.
But what I can't figure out is they're talking about splitting up and they're saying that Brad's gonna maybe move into the house next door.
No.
Why do celebrities do that?
Because it's Angelina Jolie. You'd still want to pop round and fuck her, wouldn't you?
He's bought a bachelor pad with a cave.
That's right, yeah. It just goes to show estate agents can con you into anything, can't they? Is that a massive hole? No, it's a cave and that.
It's a...
Tom Cruise has got one.
I bet when he gets in there, Osama's there, mate. Shh, I'm making a tape. Let's have a look and see if Brangelina is one of the most talked about things this week. Yes, the tabloids this week speculated that Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt are ending their relationship. With one of her children, Angelina Jolie had a very difficult delivery. She wasn't in and had to go to the sorting office to pick it up. OK, Sean, Stephen and Alan, what else do you think the nation have been talking about?
Is it the, which I very amusingly call it the iPad, because I'm quite a character. The launch of Apple's new iPad. And even when I do it, people go, ha, ha, ha. And after a while, I do it so much, I even start to annoy myself.
The iPad does sound... because they've called it the iPad, and it does sound a little bit like a feminine hygiene product.
Yeah, it does.
They're saying it's brilliant, aren't they? They're saying it's brilliant because you can read a book on it. 500 quid to read a book on it, right? Now, what happened to them other things that we had? Books. Remember them?
The head of Apple launched it, that's Steve Jobs, and it looked like they'd shrunk him.
Yeah.
Because he was holding it, it just looked like an iPhone.
It's huge.
Can we get a recording of Jodie saying that for me? Well, let's have a look and see whether it's up there. Yes, Apple have launched their latest gadget, the iPad. First we had the iPhone, now we have the iPad. It's like someone invented a wheel and then a year later said, look, I've invented a bigger wheel. One more thing to get fingers on buzzers. What else have the nation been talking about?
Tony Blair is going in front of the Iraq inquiry, which is a very good booking for them. He's quite a big star. I think they've got Elvis Costello doing the music and 4 puffs and piano, so it should be a good show. And Blair has got security to keep Blair. It's £6 million a year security to protect Tony Blair. And I was thinking, if someone was spending that on me, I'd lie awake at night thinking, you know, if they have to spend £6 million to stop people killing me, I must be a right bastard, mustn't I?
I have a question. In America, when this sort of thing happens, it's because political parties are trying to make each other look bad. Is that what's happening here?
It's basically that he didn't have a mandate when he was elected. He has a mandate for certain things. He has a mandate to protect the country, but he does not have a mandate to change the regime of another country that he doesn't like or that he's agreed to. And that's basically what will come out of this inquiry, or not. Probably not.
Can't think of an odd gag for the end of that,
Yeah,
Sean.
yeah.
I can only...
Oh, Titty Funny! That's the reason. So there we go.
Let's have a look and see whether Tony Blair at the Iraq inquiry is one of the most talked about things this week. This is the story that Tony Blair has given evidence to the Iraq War inquiry. Blair has denied the controversial Iraq War dossier was sexed up. Yeah, I think the correct term is fucked up. So those were the most talked about stories this week. But in other news, Andy Murray is through to the final of the Australian Open. He beat Cilic in the semi and Nadal in the quarters. Nadal had to pull out with an injury. He had broken tear ducts. Oh, I lost the game, I can't win it. And Susan Boyle returned home to find a burglar in her hallway. It's the first time she's ever had a man in her downstairs passage. So at the end of that round, Sean, Stephen and Alan have 3 points. Jason, Michael and Jodie have 2 points. Our next round is called Pick of the Polls. Sean, Alan and Stephen, your turn first. What do you like the look of?
I like the look of the kid with the fingers.
OK, you've chosen the child. Here is a clip for you to watch.
My name is Jodie. Hello and how do you do? I can say how happy I am here to be with you. I am a canny Mary and I live in Cooper 5. I'm not too old for sweeties, but I'm too young for a wife. Go on your sail. And I'm off for the Shinbarna at the end of the year. I'm off for a bit of crack. The singing and the cheer, I'm off shifty. For a man of 50, I'm not 50. Catch me if you can. My name is Dan, so I'm your man. I just skimmed in for the eye in the sky. I'm no very big, but I'm awfully shy. Unless you shout when I go by, Donald, where's your choosers?
That was Frankie Boyle in 1986. So the question is, 23% of parents think their child has an extraordinary talent.
An extraordinary talent. I don't know, what is an extraordinary talent?
Well, you know, they think they're a fabulous singer, fabulous dancer, just talented.
2 of my kids can fly. And the other one can't.
The other one, it turns out.
Yeah.
That
So
went
I don't
badly.
let the other 2 fly. I say you'll just upset the other one. whatever its name is. When he's out there, I go, go, fly. He's coming back in. Get down. So, yes, if you call that extraordinary, then, yeah, guilty as charged.
Jodie, what do you think?
I think so. I think, you know, all parents love and adore their children.
Mine are only 5 months old, so they don't really... One time I went to change a nappy and she sneezed and shit everywhere. That was fun. And he went... It was amazing. I went, what? That was extraordinary.
Just remember what my other kid can do. The other one, the one who can't fly, though, can do something quite extraordinary.
What can he do, Sean?
You know, he can walk on one hand, like that, on his fingers, like in cartoons. And I tell him, don't do that when the other 2 are in. But that's it. Can't read or write, either of them.
23% of parents think their child has an extraordinary talent, so you're going to go for true or false? Sean?
True, yeah, let's go true.
True. OK, you're going true. What are you going to go for?
What do you
I
reckon?
think false.
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 Yeah, we'll go false then.
False.
You go false. I can tell you the answer is false. In fact, 42% of parents think their child has an extraordinary talent. I tell you who I think was a talented child. Do you remember little Michael Jackson from the Jackson 5? He was incredible, wasn't he? Whatever happened to him? Oh, right, OK. Did he? And then 40 million albums. And then? He did what? Yeah, everyone likes children. Oh, I see. But I could go and see him live? All right. Well, I better just kick on then. Over to Jason's team. What do you like the look of?
Let's go with the theatre.
Of course, our first love. OK, 51% of theatre-goers say what has ruined their theatre experience?
Other people.
Other people, the rest of the audience. I was doing a show once and I'd literally just started and I was doing a bit and this woman came down the aisle and go, Michael, I can't find my seat. My son's in it and I can't find him anywhere and I'm trying to carry on. Excuse me, I don't know where I'm sitting, it's too dark. And I had to stop. And up goes the light and the bloke who's obviously with his mum is going, dear God. And it's laughing, going, put her in the seat, and then we had to carry on.
I went to see Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and we took the whole family. We all went along, and my little brother's 10, and he's just at that age where he thinks it's like sort of real. And there's the point where Snow White gets given that poison apple, and she goes, "Should I eat the apple?" And everyone's going, "No, don't do it." And my brother's on his feet, he's going, "No, don't do it! Don't do it! It's poison! Don't do it! Don't do it!" And she eats it and collapses, and he went, "I bloody told her!"
Mobile phones.
Mobile
phone.
Yeah.
That is the right answer.
Right, yeah.
Yes, 51% of theatre-goers say that a mobile phone has ruined their theatre experience. The worst thing about phones going off in the theatre is you end up with the actors breaking out of character, pointing and shouting, and everyone in the audience hissing and muttering. In the end, I could hardly hear what my mate was trying to say, even on loudspeaker. So, at the end of that round, it's 3 points for Sean's team and 4 points for Jason's team. And the winner is the name of our final round. OK, here's your first one. Best way to discourage burglars.
What I do, I put a nude picture of me in the window. But from behind, so I'm looking over my shoulder like that, going... and it just says, come in.
Parma ham. I just put Parma ham out, because people are easily distracted. You come in thinking, right, I want a DVD. Hey, up, there's some ham there.
You could lace the Parma ham or something.
Bit of mozzarella.
A lot of burglars are junkies, aren't they? So what I think would be a good thing to do is fill your front garden full of gnomes dressed as policemen. They go, whoa, what's going on there? That is a bit freaky, I'm not going in there.
OK, best way to discourage burglars.
A dog.
That's a crazy answer.
Yeah.
Dog? That's mental.
Beware of the dog sign is number 9 on our list.
That only works for cat burglars, though.
Good night, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, we've had a call in from the 2 Ronnies. They want it back. What do you think the best way to do?
The burglar alarm?
No, that's number 4. Alan Cochrane?
Is it a moat? Is number 1 a moat? The best way to discourage burglars is a moat.
I don't know if you can say moat properly. I'm guessing that you're trying to say moat, but you're saying moat. Like a goldfish that's got learning difficulties.
Shall I say it like you say it?
Yeah.
All right. Moat.
No. OK, it's meant to fool the burglars.
Lights on?
Yeah, lights on. I was about to
is the
say
right
lights
answer.
on.
Of course.
The best way to discourage burglars is leaving the lights on. If you've broken into a house and you're watching this because they've left the telly on, why don't you do a poo in the living room? OK, scariest fairy tale character.
The scariest thing that I remember as a kid is a child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah.
That is in there, I think.
Played by Madonna, wasn't it? Madonna, that.
Lots of people say
One of those first roles.
Is it Hannibal Lecter? I remember my dad used to read that to me every night. And he said, and he ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Good night.
I tell you what, the other one I ate, Jill from Jack and Jill. She was a clumsy bitch, wasn't she? He's fallen down a hill, right? And then she's made the exact same mistake, fallen down, landing on her, and then he's broken his crown and she's gone, I know what'll fix that, a bit of brown paper and vinegar. You're like, Germaline, you daft sod, Germaline!
OK, I'll give you a clue. Think gingerbread house.
The witch from Hansel and Gretel.
It's the witch
with the oven and all of that going on.
It's the right answer.
Yeah.
Yes, the scariest fairy tale character is the witch in Hansel and Gretel. In the original fairy tale, the witch who eats children represents acute postnatal depression, and the gingerbread house represents cravings during pregnancy. Hansel is the male generative force, the sperm, the son of the wood chopper or penis. Gretel is the egg. The enchanted forest is pubic hair. The warts on the witch's face are an STD. Cinderella is a whore, the gingerbread man is gay, the beanstalk is a giant cock, Little Red Riding Hood is the clitoris, and Goldilocks fucks animals. Any questions? Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are Sean, Stephen and Alan have 3 points, Jason, Michael and Jodie have 1. They've got 6 points. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. That's it from us. Good night.